Hey LinkedIn, it's Shelley O'Donovan here, and I'm coming with you this week to just talk a little bit about personality. It's one of the things that I often go in and talk with teams about so that they can really gel as a team and they can help each other to excel and help that team really gel. But I want to talk today about your personality. And so I teach the 5 factors. So that is openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. This is a test that was developed by many researchers. You'll see a lot in the academic research on it. And it really is a great way to think about your personality. And so on each of these traits, we all fall somewhere on those traits. And so you might think about where you fall on those traits. So in personality, you want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, right? You don't want to be in a job or doing something that is really counter to your personality all the time because it's going to be exhausting. And so I'll give you an example of a way that you can take care of your personality. So I am an ambivert, right? I love to be out there doing talks, meeting with people. But I sometimes need a little space after I do those things. So I was recently at an event. I drove 4 hours to get there, and then I was doing a lot of networking while I was there, and then I spoke on a big stage, and I had a blast. I had an absolute blast, and it was enjoyable, and I loved every minute of it. But when I left, I was tired. I got back in my car, and I had to rush home to get to another event the next day. And so I got in the car and I drove. And about 3 hours in, I was really hungry. And so I got out of the car, went in the rest stop. And I was like, oh, there's a bit of buzz in here. And then I looked around. There actually wasn't much buzz in here. There was just a few people talking. It was quiet for a rest stop evening. And I realized when I got back in the car that I had driven 3 hours without the radio on, without a book, without even my GPS on. And that when I stopped and thought about it, I needed that space because I had just been networking and just giving my A game essentially for a number of days, extended days. And so I drove home pretty much in silence to give myself that resolve. And so you can do that as well in different ways. Whatever that is, give yourself that space and give yourself that resolve. And so think about that today. Think about ways that you can honor your personality. For example, agreeable people, you're always saying yes to everything and things you don't even want to say yes to. Think about ways you might say no, even to just give yourself a few minutes of, do I really want to do this? Okay, yes, I do, or no, I don't. So there are other ways to think about that. And if you have any questions on personality, feel free to reach out to me. You can leave something in the comments, but you can always reach me here on LinkedIn. All right, that's it, LinkedIn. Bye, and take care of your personality today.